What's good, guys? I want to get into a quick couple tips about using EQ. I'm going to start by pulling up one of these Apple loops, just a little guitar melody. There's a lot of frequencies in a guitar melody like this. For the intention of 808s and making your own bass line later, and I guess most of you guys probably know this, but you want to just click on this top left corner, this little red slope. I like to dial up the steepness like this, and you can just pull it, and that'll just cut out all those low frequencies in the sub range. I usually go up to just under 200. It depends based on the sample. Let me just lay down a quick 808 for this example. Guys, we got Dharma. Ready for these 808s, Dharma? When we pull up that EQ, all that stuff in those frequencies is going to eat into our section of the final beat for 808s and bass lines and kicks and stuff. Let me just play that loop with the drums without the EQ, and you guys can tell it's going to clash a bit. Might not sound too bad because the rest of the sounds are EQ'd and stuff, but once I put that back on, it'll make a big difference. The EQ in place, the 808 becomes a little bit more distinct. One more thing you can do with EQ is some cool subtractive stuff. You start by just clicking a node, dragging these levers so it's pretty narrow, and you can just play the soloed melody while you sweep this around. Right in that range, it gets super tinny. I'm just going to hold it right there and drag the corresponding knob for the gain. And we're just going to keep it in that same place and pull the gain down so it ducks that specific frequency. And then you can do these wider cues to cover more expansive groups of frequencies. As opposed to doing like harsh cuts like this, if you can, you want to try and use the shelves because they sound more natural than just putting an ultra hard cut or boost. That said, one last example is more of a creative one. Let's just take this loop we have, and we're just going to go ahead and select it all and just bounce it all into one file. Make sure that normalizes off. Pushing that into the soft clipper pretty nicely. That loop contains the guitar melody, the drums, and the 808s, right? If you want to create like a cool little pre-hook section or maybe an outro is a good example of using it. You just want to take a small loop of whatever hook section you're using, bounce it down into one file like this, and then you can try hitting that whole loop with an EQ and do what's referred to as the telephone EQ, where you cut out a bunch of the low and the high end and then just boost the middle a little bit, like it's kind of coming out of a small speaker. So yeah, you can use that type of sound for a creative use of EQ. Alright, that'll do it. Thanks for watching today. Remember to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you Saturday for the cookup. Later.